Welcome to the Pure Performance Cafe. May I take your order?
Yes, I would like a shot of Pure Performance, please.
Coming right up.
Welcome to another episode of Pure Performance Cafe. I'm still in Linz and I found another colleague of mine, Roland. You want to quickly introduce yourself, who you are and what you do?
Hi, I'm Roland Mungenast and I'm Chief Software Architect for Dynatrace AppMon.
Cool. AppMon, the product, AppMon and UEM, that has been around for a while. I guess you've been around for a while as well?
Yes, that's right. I think 8 to 9 years now with the company.
Nice. So we've both seen the company grew over time.
Yes.
And also the product evolve. Now I called you at the hallway and I asked you, do you want to do a podcast with me? And then you said, well, what do we talk about or what shall we talk about? And then you actually came up with the idea of how we use Dynatrace on Dynatrace from a self-monitoring perspective. And for the audience, because I had other people interviewed earlier this week, we use Dynatrace on Dynatrace in CI/CD. But what is a more recent change is to actually monitor Dynatrace AppMon with Dynatrace AppMon in production when it's installed with our customers. Can you fill us in a little bit about why we did that, what was the initial thoughts, and what we really do, and what the benefit is?
Yeah, now we've always been using Dynatrace by our own, so according to the eat your own dog food, but we use it mainly as development tool, and as you also said in our CI. Mm-hmm. And there was always this, okay, it's technically too hard to really do that in a server which is installed at the customer side, because you need a collector and all that stuff. You need to sizing there. And this was always the answer to it. Okay, it doesn't work. It's too much. It's too complicated, too complex. Mm-hmm. And over the years, with the growing number of Dynatrace setups, of course, the pain was increasing to get more visibility in production environments. Mm-hmm. And of course, there was this answer, okay, we need Dynatrace, we need more information, we need CPU samplings, we need pure paths. So just metrics having in there is not enough. And when the pain was getting bigger and bigger, we started again re-questioning: hey, is it really that impossible to use to inject an agent in the Dynatrace server? And finally, with 6.2, we found a way to do this. So maybe many users didn't recognize it, but now per default, at least if you don't have the demo sizing, that's one exception. We inject the Dynatrace agent into the Dynatrace server, and in the self-monitoring system profile, when you switch to debug mode, it's a bit hidden at the moment. Yeah. There you will see pure paths, which give you more insight to the Dynatrace server. And we use it very frequently, especially CPU samplings, also for support cases. Mm-hmm. So we also can do memory dumps, at least trending memory dumps. Mm-hmm. Still not possible to do full memory dumps, which we would like to. Mm-hmm. But these are the first steps. So the plan is also that we, at the moment it's a bit hidden, and you have to switch to debug mode so they can add sensor rules. But the idea is to treat it like every other monitored application, and also to provide self-monitoring features, maybe the next step also for Dynatrace administrators. So that's, I think, a huge step. It took us quite a long time, and it was really the funny thing is, it just had some weeks ago I saw a talk of a customer, and there he also stated, okay, when did they start to put the pure path or the Dynatrace into a team that always needs a special kind of pain. That was the same here. So we always said, okay, it's too complex to put it in there to do our self-monitoring based on agent. And finally, the pain was enough to really invest that and really restate the question: is that really too complex to do it? And of course, there are also some downsides. So it's getting more complex. We need to start a collector in the background, which shouldn't have any impact on the system we monitor. But we're going forward in that direction.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So, I mean, just to restate for people that may not know Dynatrace, because there might be some listeners too. Yeah. So we actually obviously install our monitoring product primarily on-premise with our customers. They install it on their own. And if they have problems where they claim that Dynatrace might have an issue, it was a little hard for us sometimes to figure out what the real issue is. So we said, well, we have a monitoring tool. Why can't we use the same monitoring tool on the monitoring tool itself to capture more information? And the pain, as you stated, was probably because there were support cases coming in and you just never had the right information.
Yeah.
And so why not use the world-class APM product on its own, on itself, to get that information?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. And now I think in the hallway you also said when more and more people within Dynatrace started using Dynatrace for these purposes, we also saw, why wouldn't it be cool to have this and this feature as well? That would make it even easier.
We used it mainly in R&D as a development tool. And of course, we're not really using dashboarding features for that. So you're not building a dashboard when you're trying to isolate the root cause. So we're starting to use, also R&D is using different product features, especially dashboarding. And there we find out, okay, hey, that would be a really cool feature. Yeah. You talk to product management and you find out, okay, hey, you're not the first one who is actually asking for that. Yeah. It's also customers who have the same use case. So it's an additional value. It helps us with support cases, handling support cases more efficiently. On the other side, it also, we were first just using it as a development tool, and now we are really using it in a production environment. So and also there is not that excuse, hey, there is too much overhead or something. And we're using our tool, or also we're telling our customers that there's minimal overhead. Yeah. And this is interesting that it took us so many years to really use it fully. Yeah. But we also are developing, like our customers are, and trying to use Dynatrace everywhere it's possible. So there's also one idea that we also start to instrument all our development or monitor our development desktop machines.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because we recently have also some issues with our local builds, where often occurs because of a hard disk issue, a slow hard disk. Sometimes a network issue. Sometimes it's really aren't built, or is it or are running some tests. So there are also plans that we use it also in this way for infrastructure monitoring.
Cool.
So it's developing.
Yeah, it's great. No, it's basic, and obviously we are internally using it as we want our customers to use it. Yeah. And we are in this respect our own customer, but also on the other side the same team that can build cool new stuff.
And especially for self-monitoring, as agent-based self-monitoring, there was always this excuse, okay, that's too complex to put it there really in an installation. But finally we found a way, because the pain was big enough to really re-ask the questions.
Cool. Hey, Roland, thank you so much for that. Maybe if there's any other topics in the future, just we can talk about everything that makes sense for
just see, maybe the next time when I grab a coffee we see each other again.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Thanks.